Okay. All right. So what do you want to do then? Do you think
Uh,
if we click
let's
this,
say the Berkowitz and see if it's fixed for the next
yeah,
board.
fix for the next hand sounds good. Um,
And if not, then we can Kibitz Hinsley. I would suggest staying in Kibitzer mode because I got a feeling if you have to do it again when the next board pops up, it'll still have the same problem.
Great. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. So for reference, North opened a diamond, so our left-hand opponent opened a diamond. Our partner overcalled a spade. Our right-hand opponent, what did they do? Jump to three diamonds? Is that what happened?
Yeah, mixed, presumably. It's like the south hand is dummy at the actual table.
Right. Yeah. So jump to three diamonds. We decided to bid three spades. Our left-hand opponent bid four diamonds, and that is the end of the auction.
Oh, it looks like it's fixed now because now we're just, as expected, defending four diamonds on the lead of the ace of spades. This actually seems right now.
Yeah, like pulling up the auction causes problems, but
Right, like the hands are rotated, but it looks like you know, um, the player perspective is now correct.
yeah. Sorry, did you answer whether the Baldersons are married? I I assume so.
I would assume so also because it's Bob and Cynthia, but I don't know them.
Yeah,
I only know them by name,
I also do not know them, but that would be my guess.
and I'm not sure, but I believe Tom Grew on that team is Joe Guru's dad.
Yeah, I think that's true. I do remember Joe's father plays. So partner is defending like a good robot. Any good robot, partner is just cashing all of their aces. And what did so David played the eight of hearts. Looks like we're playing some sort of like upside down count attitude. We kind of partner has to switch to clubs, right?
So I no longer have that tab bar on the right to show the history of the other table stuff. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to go back and find history in the right. Click on that and then go to my table.
Sorry, I just closed out to try to come back in and hope something good happened. Um, so what do I need to do here?
You need to find something called history on the right side.
Yeah, but I don't have that right side taskbar, is what I'm saying.
Uh,
I did before and now I don't. I have, instead of chat at the bottom, I now have chat on the right and no right side bar.
oh God, I I don't know. Maybe something in your settings, like if you go to account.
I didn't change anything since the last time I was here.
Hmm.
Maybe split screen, is that?
Ooh, split screen sounds good.
That's exactly what it was.
Got it.
Cool, much better.
Burner continues a heart. I mean, I believe currently no harm.
Yeah, what was the opening bid? Was a standard diamond. So I wonder, does this suggest the partner might have ace jack doubleting? 'Cause it's a pretty weird play otherwise.
In hearts, I think partner does have ace jack doubleton. Maybe they're just hoping for a potential heart ruff in some scenario. Like if
Yeah.
our ace of clubs was the ace of diamonds instead, then this could
Or
be the
partner has
defense.
itself, although that would be an awful lot of aces. I guess that's not really possible. Yeah, okay, so. No, he had ace jack fourth. It's very strange.
Wow. That felt like a big slip up from Mac. I mean, maybe he's expecting David to have a four card spade suit or four card spade support. Oh, this is
I
gonna
think,
look really awkward.
I don't think it actually went that way because if it had, they would have been able to pitch a spade away, but in fact they claimed to make nine tricks, but in fact they claimed eight. So I think there was a VGraph issue.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense as well.
Well, plus 4 tricks, a spade, a heart, and 2 clubs.
Yep. All right, so down 2, I mean, minus 100, no real harm. Difficult to double them. I mean, East-West have a lot of aces and kings, but at imps, it's...
Yeah, unfortunately, not in the same place, so it's very hard for either of them to figure out they have 2 tricks each.
Yeah.
Berkowitz, playing with Mextra, I think, is going to give him a lot of room for a white overcall.
Right. Oh no, not this again.
Oh, right.
I think this is going to be unwatchable unless this does the same thing as the other site did when...
Just declare after the first card's played.
Yeah, after the first trick is played, that declares hand will come face up. I'll leave it like this for a minute and hope that we can actually get...
Nope.
Wait until the end of the trick. Hey! All right. We did it.
Did we? Because I don't have it yet.
I got it when the trick concluded.
Yeah, I did not. I'm still seeing just 1 card at a time. I'll switch to your view.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's very strange. I'm seeing, yeah. Like, I'm seeing the played cards grayed out, because maybe it's because I have the hand diagram view instead of the other view.
Interesting.
Yeah, in pictures of cards view, I can see them all. In hand diagram view, I can't. Another great base feature.
Well, our partner opens 2 no trump. David, with just a flat 4 count, elects not to go searching for a game. And this doesn't feel like a great spot to be in. 2 no trump never is a particularly good contract at imps, just in general.
It's okay. I think he's going to try to force his club entry, take a heart finesse, and if it works, that's 8 pretty easy tricks, right? 2 spades and 4 hearts and a club and a diamond.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. So I think that seems like a sensible line of play. I mean, Mexstroth, very fast player and very fast declarer, has kind of worked out at least a sensible plan to get to 8 tricks. As you said, if the heart hook is working, he's pretty happy.
Yeah.
So Finn does win the club ace. It's not as if... Okay, well, Finn switches to the heart queen, and I think that's going to end many of the hopes for the defense. I don't think there's necessarily a reason for declarer to try and get greedy here.
Like, cash some hearts and try the 10 of diamonds?
Yeah. If the opponent's pitch spades, then maybe he'll run the 10 of diamonds here, but I kind of suspect the opponents might just throw clubs. Or diamonds, which is not helpful to him either.
Maybe.
Yeah. So now queen of clubs. It really does sound as if Hinsey has all 4 of the missing spades, though. So running this 10 of diamonds could...
Yeah. As expected, he just goes up. He'll hope, that someone screwed up and he can get extra diamond trick, but I think it's just over. Yeah.
Okay, Hinsey didn't have all of the missing spades. He just had queen 4th Finn, I guess, kind of realizing it was hopeless, played back the heart queen and when he got in, rather than cashing out the spade suit first. Quite reasonable. Wow. David has a pretty big hand, lots of spades here. We are second seat. God, it is hard to interpret the vulnerability. We are vulnerable. The opponents are not.
Yeah, it did rotate both the upper left corner and the center diagram, thank God.
Yep. So our right-hand opponent's thinking about opening. I don't believe... Are these matches behind screens? Do you know?
Yes, there.
They are, okay. But we're not on the same side of the screen as South.
I believe that's right.
Wait.
No, we are.
No. North and East are the same side of the screen.
Yeah. So West and South are the same side also.
Got it. Okay, so we're sitting here, and if we can tell that South is thinking about... Okay, it looks like he wasn't. Then we might have been contemplating what to do.
The screen runs from northwest to southeast.
Yes. Yep. Oh, we did see this, not at our table, but in the replay from the other room. 3 no trump showing a major suit preempt or something of that effect.
Yeah, I believe specifically, good for major. At the other table, it was 9 solid, ace, king, queen, jack.
That is a pretty good preempt. I agree.
And it could still be a trump promotion.
Yeah, the suit's 4-0. It's probably defined based on some number of tricks, right? I think that's how...
Yeah, I think 8.5 plus is the sort of usual default.
Yep. So in that context, I mean, our hand here is actually fairly weak. We have ish 8 spade tricks. King of hearts, we need an entry, and the ace of hearts on side to make use of it. Hey, Allie. Welcome. Oh no, how do I turn off the chat? we're getting spoilers from the chat about what other people have.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think you can't.
I know. That's no. BBO is a wonderful company.
Oh, well, actually, no. Go to account, show chat. You can turn it off.
Show chat, you can turn off. Oh, right. Actually, I remembered seeing this, and I said I was going to experiment with it, but then I felt like I would have to adjust my entire stream setup.
My life just gets so much better.
Yeah. Okay, well, as expected, with 8 spades, we do not end up declaring this hand.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, because then it would, like, put your face over the quarter of Berkowitz's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
Diana replied.
Just switch to the other view so I can see what's happening. So I didn't see how the early play went. Looks like it went a diamond and then a heart switch.
Cool. Yes, I will send you details. They have said that having us as a commentary duo would be super fun.
Oh, cool, great. Do you know how much commentary they expect? Like, how many sessions per whatever?
It is totally up to us.
Cool. I'm always looking for ways to fill the hours.
Yeah. All right. So 4 spades does go down 2. Nice defense by East-West, in fact, to find this kind of Trump promotion sort of thing. Trump uppercut. I forget what you call this. Trump uppercut? A Trumpercut?
Yeah, I actually wasn't watching the play because I have trouble seeing the pictures of cards view. I don't know.
Yeah. But it was, with Queen Doubleton, opposite Jack Doubleton, they're not really entitled to a trick, but 3 rounds of hearts. South was able to ruff with the Queen.
Uppercut. The uppercut is when you play the high card to force a high card. The promotion is when you play something and declares suit is trapped between you and the guy with the intermediates.
UNS, aren't all uppercuts Trump uppercuts? like, maybe if you want to be technical about it, yes, but we can still add extra terms onto our terminology to make it sound much more special than it really is. So David opens a no trump. Pin number. Yeah, exactly, the pin number.
Or the ATM machine.
These are all excellent examples.
Oh my god, so if you turn chat off, you still see the pop-up chat bubbles, which is kind of defeats the purpose during chat off.
Oh no. Okay.
I mean, whatever. They're in the corner and I can ignore them, but it's a little strange.
Well, so we have a fun little auction developing here. We've opened a no trump. We have a 15 count. Our range is like 15 to 17, basically. Partner transfers us to hearts. We have heart support. Our hand's gotten a lot better. Partner now bids 3 clubs showing diamonds, and once again our hand has gotten a lot better. Queen of diamonds is now a huge card. We have good diamond support. The small doubleton spade is of course excellent. Ace king of clubs are probably at least okay values, although some chance partner has a singleton club over there.
So we're assuming, well, I guess now it's confirmed, the 3 clubs is diamonds and game forcing. It's got to be.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's been 3 hearts now just to confirm the fit.
This is where I got chastised by Gib the other day. I made a similar 3 heart bid in an auction like this, and Gib expected me to have 17 for the bid. Because they're like, of course we play fast arrival here.
Right. Yeah, so South, despite having, a 15 count, like, this is as good a hand as he could ever possibly hold.
Right.
I'm sure maybe you'd like no jack of clubs and a king of spades to make 17 that way, but short of that, this hand is an absolute giant.
Right.
Partners 1 5 5 2. Slam is probably about a trick 1 claim.
Interesting. So partner just jumps to key card, which I mean is probably good news for us. I would be a little sad as I'm saying South, but
I think partner's probably 6-5 now.
Yeah, which is fine. Unfortunately, that means our king of clubs is probably not playing, and partner might never find out about the diamond queen.
Yeah, although the king of clubs might just be superfluous here.
Right.
And so double, which is a little weird, like that. I mean, I guess whatever. He's got the ace of spades and wants the lead, but I guess maybe he just wants to make sure that Finn doesn't blow anything up at trick 1.
Yeah. So yeah, very possible that. I mean, it's possible that Hinsey actually has ace queen of spades.
Yeah, but he has to know that he's not taking 2 spade tricks. Well, maybe he doesn't. Like, I guess Maxworth's gonna have king doubleton and bid this way because he's got because he's got a Blackwoody type hand.
Yep.
So Berkowitz now has to remember what his bids mean here.
That's one thing. I'm curious whether or not pass can just ask if partner actually has spades controlled. But we'll see. I think we're going to get some explanations of the alerts from here on out.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what that pass is because he obviously has 2 with the queen, and I don't think that's what pass shows in any Blackwood interference type system.
Yeah, I think some people will play that this pass effectively is just, I don't have spade control, and it looks kind of like that's what's going on. So redouble is saying, I have spades controlled, please respond to key card.
Double is Re Blackwood, yeah.
Yeah, re Blackwood. You actually have all the letters in there. If it was RBLD, it would be re Blackwood.
Yeah, well, or Reback, I guess, since it was kickback and not Blackwood.
Mm-hmm.
Wreckback. Yeah, so now it gets 5 hearts, showing 2 with the highest step.
Yep. Okay. Partner just bid 6 hearts. I mean, we're not captain, so we don't really have anything we can do from here. Again, I'm still just a little bit sad with David's hand that we've never been able to tell partner about this queen fourth of diamonds, and it's like,
Now that's okay though, because we know that we're off a spade trick, right? Partner would have bid 5 spades. Or we're off a key card.
we can hope that we're off a key card. I'm still a little concerned.
Oh, I think partner definitely would have bid 5 spades to show all the key cards, invite 7, and not say anything specific, but just let us look at our hand and, decide whether we have the right hand or not.
Well,
No, I'm wrong. So 7 diamonds, I guess the best spot, right?
7 diamonds is the best spot, has been called. Let's see if that's true. So in 7 diamonds, we can pull 3 trumps and then play the hearts, pitching our spade loser, pitch a spade on the ace king of clubs, and then ruff both tricks in the black suits. Yeah, 7 diamonds looks like an excellent spot. It's not like it's completely lay down. We do need good splits in both red suits for it to come home.
The 3-2 diamond splitting, you need 3-2 hearts or Jack fourth of hearts in Finn's hand.
Right. Yeah, so I don't think it's a great grand to be in.
I think you would, it depends. I think in a tough match, you'd rather be in it than not. If you're playing a weaker team, you probably don't mind staying out of it.
Sure. Seems reasonable. Well, ace of spades took the first trick. Declare continued with 1 round of trumps. He's just trying to be careful now. I mean, he's only in 6 hearts, but he wants to make sure that he can still make against some potential bad splits in the suits. I imagine if left-hand opponent shows out on the queen of hearts, Declare is just going to be backed into the corner of taking a club finesse. Ooh. North follows on the heart, but South shows out. Interesting.
Yeah, so I think he'll draw trumps, test the diamonds, and if he has to take a club finesse, he will. There also might be a show-up squeeze against South if he has, king, queen, jack of spades, and the queen of clubs.
Well, you would need to rectify the count for that, and that's just not possible. He would have needed to duck trick 1, and I think...
Oh, right. Which would be a little dangerous, too, because you're not really confident roughing that 3rd round of spades.
Yeah. I mean, but also it kind of just sacrifices some of the potential lines of play of, taking a club finesse to ditch 2 spade losers from the dummy, for example.
Okay, so he's going to try to rough out the club first, and then... play the diamonds.
Not unreasonable, given that Hinsey has pitched a club. It's now kind of looking more likely that Finn might have started with, say, queen third in the suit.
He pitched a club from 5 little, but turned out he pitched it from
3 small, which, given that South also turned up with a singleton heart, I think makes it very likely the diamonds are coming home. Yeah.
Yeah, now. Yeah. And 1 South falls to the 2nd diamond, it's over.
Yep. Well, this is going to be a little concerning for our side, because it looks like, despite bad splits in the red suits,
I'm not totally sure the 7 diamonds is going to come in here. And I guess, yeah, you only need to ruff one club, is that right?
Yeah, I think we have to assume we have 5 heart tricks, but then we can go ace king of diamonds, find out about the bad split, ace of clubs, club rough, take the diamond hook, and then all we need to do is pitch both a spade and a club on the fourth and fifth hearts.
Long hearts, yeah. Yeah,
Still,
you
it's
only
going to be hard to get there, right?
yeah, but I guess true. You only need one ruff in the east hand to make it.
And the good news for us is it looks like 7 hearts is going down because the club queen is offside.
Yeah, so the other table, they're just playing the board now, so we'll get a result shortly.
Yeah, but that's going to be an interesting board to watch for. I'm not too disappointed by our side's result, 14-30, but I think we could have done better, and maybe we had opportunities to potentially get there. Like I said, this whole undisclosed queen 10 fourth of diamonds, I was worried we never got to show it, and that is exactly what went wrong on this hand.
I think in general, if you have 30 highs and one of you opens a no trump, you're pretty happy to get to any good slam.
Yeah, totally fair. And so that's probably what Mexstroth was thinking when he just took over with keycard, found he had the right number, and then placed it at the 6th level. But he probably also was a little bit worried that an opportunity could have been missed. Maybe he actually expected David to do something other than bid 3 hearts with his hand, like show good diamond support with 4 of them.
Maybe, but doesn't your first priority have to be to show the heart fit?
That's what I would expect. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to board 5. Not worth worrying about it too much. We'll get a result soon. So with this hand, I mean, we have a pretty strong hand in David's seat. Overcall spade. Our partner shows a mixed raise by cubitting the opponent's suit at the 3 level. We're happy to take it into 4 spades.
Yeah, you're 6-4 with a 10-card fit. You just bid a game.
Ace of clubs lead. Well, I'm happy that we have the 2 of spades in hand, but it might not be enough unless the rabbi comes home. Wait, is that how we're... Yeah, we have to play for the rabbi, right?
Yeah, so we draw 2 rounds of trumps at play. I mean, I don't think the jack of clubs is going to fool anyone here, so he doesn't even bother.
Yeah. So ace of clubs lead, king of clubs, and it's not like it really matters if our left-hand opponent switches to hearts or diamonds. I guess it saves an under trick if they don't switch to diamonds here and the king of hearts doesn't, or king of spades doesn't fall.
Right. Yeah, because here we can always pitch 2 diamonds, even if the spade doesn't drop.
Right. But yeah, we are going to need the stiff king of spades, which is not really what we were hoping for. We were hoping partner had produced more than an effective 0 count opposite our hand.
Right. Yeah, the Queen of Clubs is a fairly disappointing card to draw, and partner's hard holding opposite our singleton is useless. If those hit cards were in diamonds, we would be onto the next board already.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad because partner probably expected to have a pretty good hand. Most of the time, he's going to get a heart lead, and opposite a small singleton heart, he's like, oh, this is great. Partner's going to go ace king of hearts, pitch a club loser, and then move on from there. But that was not the case.
He does put in the 7 just in case it holds and he can actually make this contract.
David, such a jokester.
You'd feel like a real schmuck if you didn't try it.
True. I have felt that way many a time.
That would be quite a Grosvenor, but it's free.
Yeah. Okay. So 4 spades down 1, we're zooming off ahead of the other table in terms of pace of play. And we pick up another pretty nice hand, a 14 count, 2 aces, 2 kings. but I don't think this would qualify for an upgrade into the 15 to 17 no trump range that they're playing if it comes past us.
I would think not.
We'll see what Mextrath does. Someone's taking a second just to get their cards in order. So if partner opens, we're kind of excited. We get to game force with 2 clubs or something, or maybe start with a spade. With a right-hand opponent opening, I would just pass, and so does David. There are players who would make a takeout double, of course.
Every single one of those players already knows what their partner's hand is when they make an action. I think even the Italians would not make a takeout double on this with 4-2 in the majors.
4-2. Okay, fair enough. I was thinking more of the.
You just pass, maybe do 1 heart or 2 hearts comes back to you.
Yeah, that's sensible.
Well, I guess 1 heart can't come back to you, but 2 hearts could.
Right. 1 heart could come back if it goes a diamond, pass, double, 1 heart. Thinking outside the box. 6 hearts was a push on board 4. I'm curious. I'm going to pull up the other table's auction while we kind of let this hand play out. Our opponents get to 2 diamonds. Again, we might have the best hand at the table here, but there's no real sensible way for us to enter the auction.
And we're pretty happy to be defending 2 diamonds on these cards when North-South have an implied misfit.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 diamond preference really doesn't say much.
Interesting in the other room, actually, and in the auction on board 4, I think they had a real shot at getting to 7 diamonds. Greco's 5 diamond bid, I feel, was fairly inspired, and this could just be a case of that partnership hasn't played much together, so Bramley wasn't certain what partner's 5 diamond bid meant.
Yeah, nor am I looking at it. 4 spades was key card, I assume, yeah. So 4 no trump showed
3 keys, and 5 clubs would be asking for the trump queen, so 5 diamonds is what? It has to be a grand try of some kind. I think he was asking about diamonds.
I think he was asking about the king of diamonds specifically too. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think kind of an excellent decision by Greco, but sometimes, you have to really be on the same page with your partner in these situations. Okay, I've spent too much time looking at the other table. How are we doing in 2 diamonds? We let a trump, very reasonable when we have all of these values. We don't expect partner to contribute much on defense, so going passively with a trump makes some sense.
Yeah, I think the king of hearts is the only possible alternative, and that seems totally crazy to me.
Yeah, agree. Right, if we want to bring this 10 of diamonds into play, then maybe king of hearts, heart to partner's ace, and a 3rd round of hearts could potentially.
Yeah, and the hearts were a bit on our left and not raised your preference to over 2 diamonds, so it's safe-ish, but I think the trump lead seems pretty normal.
Yeah. So Declara hopped up with the diamond ace at trick 1, which is a little interesting, and then has led a spade, not a club. If we were expecting that Declara was worried about it going diamond to partner's king, diamond, they might have switched to clubs to try and start getting a club ruff.
Yeah, although South did. South does have 4 spades, so.
So spade to the king. Our partner's giving upside down count on this trick, so we do know South has
we knew he had 4 spades anyway from the auction.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't pass 2 diamonds, but he had 5 spades.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we think South's shape is?
I think South is 5-4-2-2. I think that's most likely at the very least.
So that's what I think too, but it is still a little weird that he popped up with the ace of diamonds like that.
Yeah, that one explanation for that is that he actually has 6 diamonds, and he was hoping
Right.
to pick off stiff king in our partner's hand.
I think that's very possible.
Yeah, so that's definitely possible. And then, I mean, another explanation might just be that like he's kind of safety playing, like he wants to pull exactly 2 trumps from our hands and is now like, okay, I'm no longer touching trumps, right? Like if more trumps got played, somehow I'd be in trouble. Or if I lost a trump trick, then maybe this 10 of diamonds comes into play in a bad way. But
So we'll find out now if he has 6 diamonds or not.
yeah, because this looks like a pretty natural way to defend, especially against the 4-2 division. Wow, partner does turn up with Jack Doubleton of diamonds, so Declare is gonna feel a little bit silly about trick
So
one.
now that he's about to go down for yeah, for no reason.
Yep.
Well, not for no reason, but we gave him a chance here.
Right.
Or king 10 of diamonds now both going to score. If we're lucky, the king of hearts will as well. I think we're just going to play a spade now. Yep.
Yep. And I mean, Declare is gonna get that. Woo.
Wow. So I guess he's 4-2-4-3.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, I guess it's true that if one spade specifically promises an unbalanced hand, you would alert that, and there was no alert.
Yeah, I just assumed that was an operator thing, or that he didn't bother, especially if it's come up before. But I think this. My preference is to rebid one spade on all hands with 4 spades.
Sure. Yeah, and so then in this case, Finn maybe either being unaccustomed to that style or just elected to put it in 2 diamonds with only 3-card support. I mean, he did have a fairly weak hand, right? So that's one of the reasons why you might prefer playing a suit contract as opposed to one no trump.
Well, yeah, I think his hand is just a little bit too good to pass one spade. You could try a no trump. Wow, so he does actually have 3 hearts too.
Yep.
So maybe that makes sense when you can play a club, but man, that seems like seems like some questionable decisions by both North and South on that hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough hand.
Yeah.
But, it does look silly when you freely bid to a contract at the 2 level and go down 3 tricks.
East-West are pretty close to making 3 no trump on the previous hand. Check this out. I mean, they can start hearts and beat it, but they do have, 5 clubs and a couple of diamonds and a heart and a spade.
That's true. Yeah, there are 9 tricks available to East-West if North-South don't get hearts going fast enough.
Yeah.
Interesting. Although it's going to be hard for East-West to get there with 14 ups at 8.
Yeah, no, I think if they could do anything, they'll get to a club partial.
Yep. Okay, well...
If he gets both round suits, you make 130.
Yeah, I suspect that I would be pretty happy with scoring up plus 150 on the previous board. The opponents, of course, had the opportunity to play in like no trump or hearts or even spades, and that might have done okay for them. But let's see.
So here, Berkowitz has done something that I think looks a little odd to younger generations. This 1 diamond, then quote unquote convenient rebid of 2 clubs, like guaranteeing that you play a 4-2 instead of a 5-2 when partners 2-2 in the minors.
Yep. No. The worst one is when you play the 4-2 instead of the 5-3.
Right.
That's really the bad situation. But yes.
I think I think there are like generations of players that were brought up this way, but I would just upgrade and open a 15 to 17 no trump if I had to, as I think you would as well.
Oh, 100%. I mean, ace, queen, jack 10, king 10, 9, ace
Yeah.
doubleton. Like, my hand, I mean, if partner invites me over our no trump opener, I'm bidding game, right? I have a 5 card
Oh,
suit.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so this, a bit of a difference. That one, you should tell Dana about this one. Wait. No, but unfortunately, he's got to the right spot. So David
Yeah.
shows us up, and
Yeah, you got lucky.
no, he's just good. That's the difference.
And if you open a no trump, you'll either play it there, which looks fine, or the opponents will do something, which is great.
Right.
And I guess it's not great to play a no trump because you can't. Not only can you not repeat the diamond finesse, you have to unblock your ace hearts to take it even once.
True.
And maybe just play on clubs. And one no trump does kind of suck. I will give David that much credit.
Okay, he likes to play a club to the king. I mean, reasonable to take the club finesse. I think it's probably also reasonable to just run that 7 of clubs. It looks like we might be able to get away with, from that point, losing 2 clubs, a spade, and a diamond.
Yeah, so he still hasn't gotten a spade play from the defense, which he's going to be pretty happy about.
Sure. Club goes to the 8. South wins the queen. I mean, South probably knows at this point that if Declare guesses everything right, he can make the contract, but he might be considering trying to cash some spades. He elects to try and tap Declare, which has some merit.
Yeah, although, like, this is sort of doing Declare's work for him, writing like ace of spades or not. Maybe, I guess probably not. Club rough, heart rough with a high one, and you know, and the king of clubs is still outstanding.
Jack of
King of
clubs.
king of diamonds, rather.
Yeah, the king of diamonds is still outstanding. But at this point, it looks fairly safe to just play a diamond to the 10. Maybe Declare is going to... Yeah, no, I mean, that has to be the line of play, right? Because if we go spade to the ace, diamond, or club rough with the 9, we're a trick short.
I was thinking heart rough ace of diamonds.
Heart rough, ace of diamonds.
That's going to be the defense's last heart.
No, but even so, we need 4 more
sorry,
tricks.
you're right, because Finn showed out on the previous heart, you're right.
Yeah. Hey, Etienne, yeah, we switched to a single player perspective, which looks like it's barely working out so far. But I mean, there is this clever safety play here where we play a diamond to the 10, and if the diamonds split, our left-hand opponent has to lead back a pointed suit because that's all they have. See, I don't like this line of play.
Yeah, nor do I. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish here.
Wait a second. Maybe, hold on. Maybe this is like pure genius. If North has all of the remaining trumps.
Yeah, so the defense made a good play, shifting to a diamond and ducking it all around, because it really does make it hard for Berkowitz to have any idea where the king is. Like, I certainly have no idea. It feels like it could still be in either hand pretty easily.
So if left-hand opponent just pitches a spade on this trick, what's our plan? We rough with the 7.
Yeah, rough with the seven, rough a heart, play the last club, and well, now I guess West can, or North rather, can rough up with the king and play another one. So there's only one trump in each hand.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, we'll see what happens in the actual play, but I don't think that this is a very effective line of play.
Well, this is the only way to make it if North has all of the remaining diamonds.
I'm not sure that's right though. So you rough small, and then what do you do?
You rough a heart with the ace of diamonds, and then you play another club.
Oh, I see. Right.
I mean, if he's taken this line of play, he roughs with the seven here. Wow, South. This is incredible. What a play from
Yeah, so
David.
it looks like he actually got this right.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what the layout is, but
No, but I think Hinsey would surely over up with either the eight or the king if he had him.
oh, that's 100% true. But yeah, was there any indication from the auction? Not really.
No, right.
There might
Well,
have
so
been
that's
some
not
indication from the defense, right? Like Finn's switch to a low diamond is a little unusual.
and maybe Hinsey would always put up the king in case his partner had underlet ace third or something.
Dude, that was amazing.
That was really very all right. I won't tell Dana.
No, you should. This is a good one.
I know that's why I'm not going to tell her. I
Okay.
will. Yeah, definitely tell her that that her dad made a good play. I mean, he gets one right.
Yeah, I mean, like the play was good. He knew this from the auction. This is why he opened a diamond with his hand. He was
Yeah,
preparing for the story.
what a read he made on that hand.
I know, it's kind of incredible. Maybe I'll take a closer look. I wasn't not that invested in the hand. Okay, the Queen of Hearts lead marked the heart position.
Uh,
Kind of.
I mean, does it really? Because you're missing the Jackson 9, but the heart position was marked when Finn showed out on the third round anyway.
The three of diamonds switch and South playing the four. You know, this is one of these situations where South might just default to playing third hand high no matter what his spot card is.
Well, I think he should because in this position, North would often be underleading the ace of diamonds to clear as many trumps as possible.
Yeah, but I'm saying the four specifically. Like if South had 4-8 doubleton, South would play the eight.
Oh, I'm not sure that's always true. I think this might be a position where if you know that your spot can't really force anything good, you might save it and hope something interesting happens with that 9-7 and dummy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't think it's 1,000% clear that you're putting up the 8 from 8-4 doubleton or whatever.
Yeah, agree, but maybe that was the read that was made. Wow. I don't know. I probably would have got that wrong. It looked very natural to me to just play for 3-2 trumps at that point in play. Okay. We have opened two diamonds. I don't think this is a diamond preempt. It is probably also not Flannery. So my guess is that this is like week 2 in either major.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Partner bids 2 hearts, passer correct. That is our suit. Good guess, partner. This might end the auction. We don't know if South has values or North might have values and was just waiting to take out hearts. Nope. End of bidding. Well, I mean, we're pretty thrilled about the way this auction has gone, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you're I mean, obviously, like West knows that East has a bunch of high cards and a misfit, but like that's actually pretty good opposite this hand.
Yeah, like our
Like
trump
your
suit's
hearts
pretty
can stand
good.
a misfit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think just given our lack of aces and the fact that our king of diamonds is singleton, we're unlikely to have missed game. So
Yeah. In fact, South is, or East rather, Extrath is, kind of on the weaker end of what you might have expected, but our hand is so strong that the opponent should have nothing. So this is going to be what, a pretty trivial 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just a pretty easy 140 looks like.
okay, now I can see the hands. As a king of diamonds. You say 140. Looks like we do have a heart, a spade, and two clubs to lose, depending on whether or not they get a
Maybe,
club rough.
yeah, maybe they can get a club rough right here, but short of that, we're just going to go plus
Yep.
an overcheck.
It looks a little
Yeah,
weird to start with the
they're
king of
going for it.
hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Given that rough out there, you want the opponents to let the first heart hold if it's at all in their in their range of plays.
Hmm. All right. Our opponents have cashed all of their winners. So is a rough going to come or not? I figure
I
that
think
if
if a rough
clubs,
was gonna, yeah,
yeah, like if there was a club rough, maybe they would have found it already. But
I don't think Finn would have played that spade if he had a club rough.
yeah,
Maybe because he does need a sixth defensive trick, but he could have taken the rough and then let a spade at that point. So I think the spade immediately strongly suggests that there's no club rough.
oh my god, no, I totally just realized the King of Hearts was a great play. It didn't occur to me. Um, because if clubs were 4-2, leading a low heart to the jack, someone might have been able to get two club roughs. But preserving that jack of hearts in North's hand, they can only get one.
Oh, right.
Okay, yeah, a smart play by Mextroth. He figured it out.
Yes. Good point.
I I have the feeling that like there might still be issues. Like maybe it was actually better to play a spade first and use the ace of diamonds to pitch one of the clubs from the dummy. I don't know. We're getting into complicated things that are probably very low percentage. Pulling trumps is always a good plan.
Yeah. Especially when there's you know, only Russ that can do you any damage.
Right. Well, match once again is fairly close. Wolfson ahead by one currently, but we've had some action this set. Unfortunately, none of our big action boards have produced all that much. I mean, the six heart board
Yeah.
was duplicated.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the longer Hinsey thinks, the less likely it is that there's a club rough.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
I believe we've already passed the point at which there might be one.
This is where you claim on the indecision of the opponents. I have been burned by that so
Yeah.
many times, though.
And I think, given that this is like whatever, this were in some like regional pair game, of course you would have done that already. But here, presumably every player at this table has a large financial interest in winning the event.
Yeah,
Like I imagine there's pretty substantial win bonuses for everyone involved here.
right. So, and Met can use that to buy more chocolate cake. He has a chocolate cake enjoyer. He really loves his
Oh, I
chocolate
believe it.
cake.
Yeah, well, David too, by the way.
He does as well. I didn't know.
David has an enormous sweet tooth. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a bit of a source of despair for his family. Given uh, that he could stand to lose a few pounds.
Sure.
Yeah, like Dano's like every time they go down there, she like yells at him not to fucking eat. Eat like a 5-year-old.
And has she ever been successful?
No.
No. So chocolate cake with
It's
almonds, like the Rueful Rabbit. I didn't know the Rueful Rabbit liked chocolate cake with almonds.
Yeah, nor did I.
All right, Greg, time's ticking. Let's pull out the clock.
Well, he
Club.
does try to get his club rough, which, of course, couldn't possibly be there after all that tank, but he had nothing better to do.
Got it. All right, now
I think he
executive
knew
claim.
he knew from presumably from Finn's spade card that the spade was also dead to his side.
Yep. So we're over halfway done with the segment, 15 board segments. We got 7 boards to play. We got an 8 count now. A bit less enthusiastic about this hand than some of the previous boards. Oops. And we're in 4th seat. So we'll have to wait a while until the board comes to us. But we can sit back. Fall NABC is in Atlanta. So that is the new
Sure
information
is.
I'm getting.
Yes, I probably will not be going because I can think of so many better things to do than spend 10 days in Atlanta.
Do you know if Gannon still lives there?
I don't. I haven't seen him, and I'm not sure if he was in New Orleans, but I don't remember seeing him there.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen him at all, but he does play some of the robot events because I'm friends with him on BBO.
Let's take a look and see if he was in New Orleans, and if I just having a short-term memory loss here. Sean Gannon, well, at least for ACBL purposes, wow. So he has actually not had an ACBL live result since 2019. I guess he hasn't played since the pandemic started.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
not even yeah, like not even at a regional.
Maybe he and Rodwell have formed a partnership.
Wow, you want to guess when his last NABC was?
Did I see him in DC?
I know you did not.
It was before then. Was it last Chicago?
It was March of 2016, which
That
was
was Reno.
um, that's right, summer of 2015 was the last Chicago.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so
So he quit the same time I did.
yeah, I was actually about to look and see. Oh my God. So of course the ACBL live can only return um there's a limit to how many you can return, so I actually can't pull you up because it can only pull enough to go down to the Brady starting with P.
Nice. Well, this has been actually a fairly interesting hand. So, our left hand opponent, after opening 4 hearts, has turned up with a side 5 card club suit. Okay. Well, that hand could have gone a lot worse for our opponents if our side, if David, us, had elected to balance with a double. I mean, we're far from it. Now, I will say, I think if you
By the way,
move... What?
oh, sorry, go on.
I will say, I think if you move one of these small hearts in our hand into the spade suit, I would balance with double. Would you?
Um, mm, I don't know. I think as a passed hand, it's pretty attractive. As an unpassed hand, it's a little terrifying.
Sure. That's a fair point. But it's close,
I mean,
right?
yes, I think it's close.
Yeah,
And white, maybe, but I'd really want to be a past hand to do something like that.
sure.
Yeah, and meanwhile, if you give our side the 10 of diamonds, we do pretty well in, you know, in that suit.
You think maybe we have play for three now?
I
Let's
don't think we have
see.
play for three, no, because they can lead clubs.
Yeah, they can lead
But
clubs. I mean, if North leads a heart, though, or or if South leads a spade,
yeah, but the problem is we with a diamond to lose, we just don't have enough tricks. So
but
if they
we
lead a
don't
spade, we
have a
have the
diamond
ace,
to
lead a
lose,
heart.
right?
Well, we do if we want to take four diamond tricks.
Don't we play a diamond to the ace
Oh,
and
you're
go?
saying ace of diamonds, eight of diamonds, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think 3-0 has real play east west, so that could have been a genius four heart opener. He did not get burned
I
for
guess
it.
yeah. So I mean, on a club lead, it has no play.
Right, yes. As long as South unblocks the clubs.
But yeah, on a spade lead, win the ace, lead a heart, push a couple of diamonds, lead another heart, push last diamond, we get five, six, seven. Yeah, just cold.
Yep. Okay, well, this auction has gone pretty quickly. So at no trump, we got a puppet stamen, three spades showing four hearts, and then our left-hand opponent did three no trump. Partner has led a spade, and this 9 count has been tabled as the dummy. Interesting decision to just game force the 9. Do you like it?
I do like it, and one reason is that playing puppet, you can do everything by bidding this way.
Yep, I agree with that.
Like it's a really perfect hand for that action.
Yeah, like you can find your 5-3 spade fits, your 4-4 heart fits, or otherwise you get to play in 3 no trump, and it's a red game. Maybe partner can work some
Yeah,
magic.
it's 24 highs at worst, usually 25 or 26.
Yep,
Obviously if you hit a major, you're thrilled to be able to raise it.
sure. Okay, so partner leads a 3 spades. That could be from a 5-card suit. The queen holds trick 1. I mean, we're obviously not going to do anything other than return the suit. Our
Yeah,
left-hand
so
opponent is... Okay, I was going to say our left-hand opponent is good enough that they would have concealed the 2 of spades from us, but this is brilliant by our partner to play the 2s on the next round of the suit. Now we have a full count of what's going on in spades.
yeah, so we just have to hope that the declaring second heart trick
Yep.
or their partner has enough in diamonds.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't feel great, but who knows?
Well, I think Declare is short on tricks in general, but maybe he just has enough, especially if he has a 5-card club suit, which it looks like we're about to find out.
Yeah, so now he just needs the ace king of diamonds.
Yep. And can he have that? He's turned up with 0 high card points in spades. We now know the full layout of the spade suit.
Three of most in hearts, and what was going on in clubs? Was it king and dummy? It was queen and dummy, so ace king jack in his hand.
Ace jack, we have the king.
Oh, that's right. We have the king, so 5, 7, 8. So he kind of has to have the ace king of diamonds, and he could have ace queen jack. He could even have ace queen if he upgraded, but certainly if he's honest, he's a heavy favorite to have the ace king.
Yep. Yeah, so there is one concern that if...
All right, well now he's guaranteed to have it once partner pitches queen hearts. Ooh, this is. Sorry, you were trying to say something?
Well, I was going to say, like, there's one small concern. If partner actually happened to have the diamond king, then he technically is getting strip squeezed here.
Yeah, but then what's Declare's hand?
Well, ace, queen, jack of diamonds, right? Did we say that wasn't enough values?
Right.
Ace, queen, jack of diamonds, queen, jack of hearts is 10, and ace, jack of clubs is 15. Yeah, it's very possible. Okay, and it looks like that. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The partner did get strip squeezed, but it was for an over trick. So ace, king,
Right.
jack of diamonds here. Kind of a clever line of play at match points. Yeah, so basically flip the king and queen of diamonds, and declares line of play would have also made the contract. So well played by Finn. I mean, it's not as if the overtrick rewards you all that much in this form of scoring, but it looks pretty at the very least.
I mean, when it's a six in match, it rewards you quite a bit.
That's true. That's true. Yep.
Yeah, six imps with 20 boards to go. You do start thinking about those 1 and 2 imps that you might have been a little lazy about early in the match.
Right. Although I would counter with the comment, please stop bidding suits on your own and going down 3. Well, 4 hearts down 3 I guess could have been a good result. We'll have to say that 2 diamonds was not exactly the greatest choice. What just happened? Was there some sort of VuGraph problem? We just got a new hand, right?
Looks like we did just get a new hand.
We are off. So our right hand opponent opens the club. That's our suit. We had a heart by Finn, 2 diamonds by our partner. I am done with this auction. As David, as is he. Opponents have settled in 2 hearts. Partner leads a spade. Looks like that's from a 3-card spade holding to me.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I figure we can dump the jack of spades at trick 1. This is a pretty common thing to do. If our partner could be leading away from the queen, we want to let him know, because he's the one that's going to be winning every trick on defense here. Declares taking diamond hooks and heart hooks into his hand. We want to confirm that it is safe and probably good defense to continue spades, setting up a trick for our side. Although timing is a little bit of an issue, right? If spades are 4-3-3 around the table, we want to make sure we get our club trick in before a declarer can pitch a club loser on the 4th spade. Okay, or if declarer just has the queen third of spades, then I guess there's not much hope. This does offer us the opportunity, though, of switching to the 10 of clubs at some point for surrounding play, and we might get that chance at trick 3. Okay, definitely win the 9 of diamonds, no questions asked. We want to be on lead, not partner.
Do we? I mean, do we want partner to play a club so that we can possibly take a club trick before declarer is going to be able to pitch it on that long spade?
I think I win the diamond 9 and switch to the club 10. That would be my play. Yeah, probably.
I'm certainly thinking about it.
Probably. I mean,
maybe that is better.
I'm pretty sure he's thinking about one of 2 possibilities, diamond 9 and then, well, one of 3 possibilities. I don't think his decision is on whether to win this trick or not, but maybe it's reasonable, right? If partner has a doubleton club, then it's true we do want partner to switch to clubs. Like if partner could have Jack Doubleton, I think that's realistically the only
Yeah.
holding. Um,
Well, then we're always getting our club trick anyway. It only really matters when North has a Doubleton club.
right, but I suspect partner with small Doubleton would have led clubs at trick one as opposed to spade from three small. Maybe.
That's true.
So yeah, this is a possibility as well. He kind of knows that the diamond suit is very likely to be 5-4, 2-2 around the table, and therefore trying to pull trumps has some merit.
Yeah, he can only overup dummy once, so playing Trump seems fine.
Yeah. All right, so heart to the king. I would expect our partner to continue the good work of playing back hearts. No.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the defenders are working totally in tandem on this hand.
Well, I think there's one good explanation for this plan, and that's that our partner has either ace king Doubleton or king queen Doubleton of hearts. Right? Like Jeff might be sitting there like, ha ha ha, I've played the king of hearts and I'm ready to fool him when he takes another heart finesse.
Right. That's true.
Queen?
Nice read.
It's just, like I get it. I totally get it, but yeah, it does look kind of silly when this kind of stuff happens. Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, Jeff is like, God, what do I do at this point? I've won the diamond ace, but clearly giving partner a rough with his natural trump trick is not helpful, so 140. 10 of clubs, of course, was the obvious and clear switch, and I don't know how anyone could have missed that. David Berkowitz is a complete fish, and you should let
I don't
Danny
know how
know.
this happened, but this is the hand that popped up on the screen briefly before we saw the other one. So another fun, terrible bridge-based thing.
Yes. No. Remember, we're going to be working for them soon. Bridgebase is a wonderful and awesome company, and we would never say anything bad about them. you Are you doing okay? Did you choke on your water over there? All right. Okay, but
I concede to your superior wisdom.
Perfect.
And this is the hand where you really want to be playing semi-forcing no trump, and you really want to just be dropped there.
Yeah, absolutely. Although by past hand, this is of course semi-forcing, I think, in everyone's book.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because if it goes all pass, you just couldn't possibly be happier.
Right. Okay, well, we do get partner to bid 2 hearts, and this is kind of one of the few auctions where we probably aren't very well prepared. So Berkowitz does make, I think, the most sensible bid, this false preference to 2 spades.
Yeah, I think bidding 2 no trump is just a little too optimistic here. If partner could bid again, you're thrilled, but at this point now, you don't want to be dropping 2 no trump with this hand.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, the whole, partner could be 5-5 in the majors, that's too bad. We really need to protect partner when they have these 17, 18, or even bad 19 counts that they just couldn't afford to jump shift.
Well, if he's 5-5 in the majors, if he has a 13 or 14 count, he might bid again.
True. But I was just thinking 2 spades is often going to pass out, and we would rather play 2 hearts on those deals. But
yeah. A lot of those 5-5s, you would, partner would make a third bid for exactly that reason.
Right. Okay. Well, Queen of Spades lead does not make me very happy.
No, and this is, a weak trump fit and, pretty ill-fitting high cards outside with all these ace, ace whatever's opposite queen whatever's.
Yep.
So how do you plan to play this? Like, I might be tempted just to play a diamond, like win the king of spades and play a diamond. Like, maybe hoping to take a diamond, roughing finesse, maybe just hoping to score a bunch of low trumps and some aces.
I will be with you once we can see all four hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. So if you flip back and forth between the views, you'll get it.
Really? Oh, but
Yep.
I'm not gonna do that. That would ruin the kibitzers because everyone else will be able to get a
No,
flash
no,
of
no,
the
no, not
hands.
that. No, no, no. Go to the thing and just flip back and forth to picture to hand diagram. It won't show you all four. It'll just show you. So the top left.
Yeah. Done.
Go
Oh,
to hand
okay. That's
diagrams
that's
and go
interesting.
back.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
it. Cool. So yeah, you're suggesting try a diamond, set up a diamond trick. That seems very reasonable to me. This is also one of these spots where like when we hop up with a spade king and lead a low diamond, it's very difficult for North to realize that they need to hop with the ace or king of diamonds immediately on the
Right.
first round of the
Particularly the king.
yeah, particularly the king for sure. And
And like, you don't want to be touching these round suits if you can get to a position where the opponents have no choice but to touch them for you, particularly hearts.
yeah, very true. Although it's going to be difficult to get access to the diamond that we end up setting up. But I guess the plan is basically we play a diamond to the 10, they get in and play back a spade, and we just go ace of spades, spade, and hope that something good happens from there. It doesn't seem that unreasonable.
Yeah, this, clearly a very difficult hand because Mextreth is a pretty quick player and one of the world's best declares, and he's taking an awful lot of time to trick one here.
Right. Yeah, very true. I mean, the spade queen lead is very telling to some extent. We don't know that spades are splitting badly, but we're pretty confident that Hinsey has led from queen jack 10 at least in the suit.
I actually think that that there's some inference spades are splitting normally because this is a known 7 card fit auction and it's not a trump lead auction. So, if you had either 2 or 4 spades, you'd be looking for a tap.
Hmm.
So I actually think there's an inference. This is like, maybe Queen Jack 10 third, but maybe just Queen Jack third. Like, I think, I don't know. We'll see at the end, but I would bet that spades are actually splitting 3-3.
Interesting. My belief was, or my inclination was the opposite. But yeah, it's not a strong statement, right? Like one reason to lead trumps is that the player on our right, Hinsey, has good hearts, so he could easily have king jack of hearts.
You could just have, awkward leads in every other suit and, some spade holding that's safe enough, regardless of the length.
Yep.
So he is interesting. So I wonder if Mextreth is thinking about, because like ducking this one seems a little strange unless he's somewhat confident they're 3-3.
I think he just wants to find out about the spade split.
Yeah.
Okay, that looks to me like spades are 4-2. Queen of spades, then 9 of spades. It's possible that left-hand opponent played specifically the 8 from 10-8 doubleton here. But
yeah, but that would be a little strange.
yeah, I'm suspicious that spades are
Although it's
probably
odd,
4-2.
although it's odd that he would play the 9 looking at the now stiff king and dummy and not just his lowest.
I think that was his lowest. He had queen jack 10-9.
Oh, I thought you said that I missed trick 1. I thought you said that the 10 of spades popped up at trick 1.
No 10 of spades. But we
Oh,
know
yeah,
that
yeah,
Hinsey
yeah.
has the jack, right?
Yeah. Yes, and I think that's likely but not guaranteed. Queen Jack 9 tight would have also been a pretty safe looking lead because there's no way that they're going to win it in Mextra's hand and then have a finesse since Berkowitz can only have a doubleton spade.
Yeah.
So I think we still don't know, although I think your speculation is pretty well founded.
Okay, so a diamond does go to the 10 and ace, which, this might be some sort of double dummy mistake by Finn, but it's hard to blame him for not popping the diamond king. It's gonna look ridiculous if Declare happened to have ace 10 doubleton or even ace empty doubleton.
Right. Yeah, now Hinzi's on lead and, has the same unappetizing set of choices he had at trick one when he led a trump, only now he can't lead a trump.
I mean, I would lead a trump, but then again,
No, I mean, like,
yeah,
but he can't lead a trump and, like, gain from it, is what I mean.
right.
Now he can only avoid losing.
Yeah, it is starting to sound as if, like, he probably does have the remaining jack ten of spades, and he's sitting here thinking, well, if I continue diamonds, that just helps Declare. It sets up this diamond pitch. If I play back spades, Mech might just throw me back in, and I'm going to be in the same predicament with not really much more information. He's probably close to double dummy at this point.
I'm going to be a contrarian here. I actually now do think spades are 3-3 because if he had that, he could play one fairly safely. But if he has a remaining singleton spade, he really doesn't want Mexrith to know that they're splitting, so he's going to be disinclined to lead one.
Okay.
And who knows, but I think I think if he had one, he might just shrug and lead it and yeah, sure, Mexrith is probably about to put him right back in with it, but at least it would prolong the agony and get him some information from what Finn pitches.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Finn also presumably has the king of clubs, right? Because he played his spades low, low middle or possibly low high. Right, like he had a chance to make a suit preference signal in trumps trick one and played his lowest.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible thought. But Hinzi's probably looking at like jack empty at clubs, and so if Declare has the 10, it's very scary.
I think it's very likely that that's what's going on. That Hinzi has the jack and Finn has king 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's possible. I mean, I think it's also possible that Hinzi does have the club king, and Finn was just like, I honestly have no high cards on this auction.
Yeah, I was thinking he might play a diamond here, figuring that dummy is got to be hard to get to, even when this is what's going on.
Right. Okay. So diamond goes to the king and ruffed, and we'll see if Mech believes in the spade split or not.
And Declare gets one pitch, but we can see it's a pretty useless pitch.
Mm-hmm. So I think what I would probably do at this point is I might just run the 9 of hearts.
Yeah, it's clear to right. It's clear to play a major here and not a club, but not totally clear to me which major. But I think playing the ace of spades, like the hand just falls apart if spades are 4-2.
Yeah, it's not like over immediately. I mean, we have diamonds guarded now at least, so.
Yeah, but they knock that out. They've still got some entries. It's not great.
Right. But I am still under the impression spades are 4-2. At least that would be my guess. Ooh, big tenant pickup. On board 10. The other room missed game. So, kind of funny, right? The maybe most aggressive player in the whole match, Zhao, elects to only invade opposite the no trump opener in their room. And so they missed the game, and then, of course, the game did not.
So Mexrith has defied our expectations by leading a low club, which was correct since Hinzi had the king.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting decision from Mech. I mean, I don't think it's like that crazy to play him for the king, but I got the feeling that it was more likely to be correct to play him for the heart cards.
I thought so just because when this club play does go to Finn's king, it's very, very committal. Like a heart, I think, leaves you more flexibility later in the play.
True.
Or it also leaves you more flexibility right here at this trick.
Yeah, PJF says aggressive opening bidder and conservative responder. That's not exactly a great mix. Well, it's a perfectly fine mix if you're playing it on both sides, but if your partner is just playing like down the middle bridge, then this is going to create a large number of swings. Yeah, there's just not much Hinsey can do anymore. Mech has guessed the hand a little bit too well. I mean, maybe it's the case, actually, that if Hinsey had ducked in tempo on this low club, Mech might have, like, played low. It's
Maybe,
possible.
yeah. So how? Let's see. So declare made this. So he has hopefully two clubs if he can cash them. At least one heart is 3. One spade is 4. He still needs 2 more tricks. Oh, he's
Yeah,
got the
but
diamonds.
the issue is that if Hinsey plays back a club, I mean, that just concedes tempo. If Hinsey plays back a diamond, Declare can ruff the diamond, scoring his remaining small trump.
Right.
And then go like ace
Yeah.
of clubs club, eventually cash the diamond queen. And if Hinsey plays back hearts, that's not great. I think he should probably play a spade.
Is it at all possible that he doesn't have one? I would have thought not, but
It's possible. That would be kind of an unusual false card by Finn, I think, because
it would be like a weird, yeah, between the opening lead and that, like the whole thing would be pretty strange.
yeah, like in Finn's seed, I would expect if partner found the Queen of Spades lead from Queen Doubleton, you would want to be like, yes, yes, I have all of the spades. Good job, partner, and dump the jack immediately.
Yeah, which you can afford to do since the partner plays another one. Now you can play your juice.
Right.
So I think also the longer Hinsey thinks, the more it feels like the King of Hearts might be in his hand.
Yeah, like this isn't that surprising to me. This is kind of something that you'll note, and the tempo is a big deal with it. That if a defender is thinking for a while and repeatedly is getting end played, it's probably because they actually are getting end played in every
Yeah,
suit.
exactly. Exactly.
And yeah. I mean, maybe spades really are 3-3, and that's what he's thinking about. He's like, okay, I've kept up this charade for long enough, but I don't think there's any way I can prevent Declare from realizing that it's safe to just pull trumps from here. So he does continue clubs. It's not as if the hand is over,
No, not by a long shot.
but I think Mech is kind of solidly in the driver's seat from this point. And yeah, he just basically goes with the plan of cash the spade ace. He does get the bad news. Spades are not splitting. But now low club. Once the queen holds, he's going to be in great shape.
Right, because Queen of Diamonds, Ruff a Club, Ace of Hearts, that's 8 tricks.
Yeah.
You know, we know South is following to the 4th club, so as long as the Queen of Diamonds stands up.
Yeah, so if the queen of diamonds holds, we're in great shape. We can just ruff a club, go ace of hearts. If this doesn't, okay, yeah, now it's just perfectly safe. Club ruff.
If it doesn't, then Hinsey can, ruff it, cash his exit his last club, but we can just leave him on lead and he'll be unplayed in hearts.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Like that's definitely our hope.
Right, if he has either the king or the jack, like we might have to guess it, but he'll be heart tight at that point. We know that much.
Okay, so Yeah, somewhat accurate. I may have guessed the hearts wrong, but it turns out it wouldn't have mattered with King Doubleton in Hinsey's hand. I said maybe I would run the nine of hearts at that point. But plus 110, I mean, well played by Mexstroth over there. Just getting to show off on some of these fun deals. He read the hand very well.
Him to figure out pretty early in the hand what was happening to poor Hinsey.
Yep. Okay, well, we're in fourth seat now. We do have another one of these multi two diamond openers, maybe, but we're not going to be able to make that bid.
So,
ooh,
what do you do as South? Like transfer and bid 3 hearts, probably?
Yeah, that's a fair question, right? It's like, how much weight do we want to put on the Singleton King?
Yeah, like opposite a strong no trump opening, a decent amount, but I think still Texas would be a bit much, and giving up is also a bit much. So I like the middle course.
That seems fair. At match points, I think I would just transfer and drop partner in 2 hearts.
Yeah. Like you're not super optimistic about making a game. It just feels like you got to make a try. It actually does just Texas. Seems quite aggressive.
He was impressed with his partner's previous play in the two spade contract, so he's just like, gotta give him another chance to shine. I don't hate this strategy if that's what he was thinking.
I think any strategy that puts Maxtreth in, a contract that can score a lot of imps is a good strategy.
Agree. And maybe this is kind of a residual from the Meckwell partnership where Jeff is just like, hey, we just bid a bunch and no one doubles us, and it's great.
And like the good players have figured out that, you need to, look what happened here, right? They're off 4 top tricks and 2 of them are about to go away.
Yep. So thoughts on Mech going King of Hearts, run the Jack of Hearts right now? Probably not.
I think he's going to go King of Hearts, heart to the ace.
I wouldn't be that surprised if it was correct to run the Jack. Okay, it was not. I am now surprised, or no longer surprised. So we got a spade loser. It all depends on the club queen at this point. Declare has pulled trumps, can just rough a spade back to dummy, take the club hook.
Yeah, this is presumably going to be a monster pickup for Wolfson. I don't know. Yeah, they're only on board 12 at the other table, but I would guess they're not going to. Let's see. So what? Yeah, so I think at the other table, if the Berkowitz hand invites, I don't think East is going to accept. Interesting. So instead of trying to play a spade to rough it, he's going to.
It's the same. Well, he needs 2 entries to do it.
Yeah. Well, this way also, if they don't catch a spade and tap him, he would actually make 5, right?
Right.
Or 6.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That he is giving them the opportunity to just play back a diamond. Like, hey, it's safe to tap dummy. Wow. Okay, I understand Hinsey's lead. He has a lot of values, but still, King Queen third feels like a great trick source on defense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously having the no trump bidder on his right, swayed him into doing what he did. But yeah, I certainly would have. If nothing else, I think I would have given it a longer look than he did.
Yeah, like Queen Doubleton of Hearts sitting in front of the 6-card heart suit is not great. So I think we need to get pretty lucky to beat this contract. And then the question is is it more likely partner has the Jack of Spades or the Ace of Spades in a great scenario, or that somehow diamonds are producing enough tricks?
That's about what I was going to say. That the other thing is you would like that lead much better if you only had 5 diamonds or 4, or ideally 4. 6 diamonds, you're leading it for safety, but you're not leading it because you can beat the hand in diamonds.
Right. Yeah. So that could be costly. I mean, Berkowitz is going to be very happy with that result. Isn't it a meme from the
making a red game that's down off the top? Yes, he certainly will be.
yeah? Isn't it a meme from the Meckwell era? Bidding a game requires at least 26 cards. Now it's to you to lead. I don't think I've heard that, but they did.
I haven't heard exactly that either, but yeah.
Yeah, they did bid a lot of games, and people it took people a while to realize that it was correct to just double them every time they bid game. I mean, almost an exaggeration, but probably not.
Yeah, not really. I mean, they won so many events in the first, I don't know, like throughout their career, but especially, the first like 25, 30 years because, people would just like sit there and like really like grind it out and try to beat every one of their games one trick. And, like that's really hard, as we just saw. You make the wrong opening lead and you lose potentially 1 billion imps.
Yep.
You absolutely have to like, um, that we've talked about this on stream before, that the imp scale, this like bit of 37% game, only works when you're exactly down one when you don't make it and undoubled. Like once they start doubling you, it changes the imp odds really considerably. So you have to, like you have to find a game theory counter to big game on every hand. The game theory counter is double every hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, we haven't talked about this board. There's 2 boards to play at this table. We'll jump over to the action at the others, but we opened a heart and 3rd seat. How do you feel?
I like it better than one club.
Okay.
Do you not?
No, I think it's totally fine. It's not something that I tend to do very often. I think I'm probably in the minority on some of these, that I less frequently than most experts open 4-card majors. But yeah, this looks like a fine hand to do it, right? Oftentimes in 3rd seat, you want to make a lead directing opener. It's probably not your hand. So I think that's probably what David was thinking about with his hard opening bid.
Yeah, I think like if you're ever going to do it, this has to be the hand for it, right? I mean, I guess you could open a club planning to pass a spade, but like, you want the lead. I think it's like you really don't want a club lead.
Right. Yep.
You got like Queen Jack third, Ace King fourth, too little Queen 10 fourth. Yeah, then you probably open a club and pass whatever partner does.
Yep. Well, we got to clubs anyway.
Yeah.
This is kind of a nice little auction that Jeff is giving his partner a little bit of a leeway for opening in 3rd seat. So not really driving the hand into 3 hearts specifically. He just says like 2 no trump. I think it's our hand. Do something smart. Partner takes it out to 3 clubs, and that will tell Mech that they didn't have a true heart fit to begin with.
Yeah, it feels like he's just probably 2, 3, 4, 4 or something.
Yep. Yeah, very possible. Or I mean, like he could have long clubs and short diamonds and was planning to pull 3 diamonds to 3 hearts.
Yeah.
But yeah, something to that effect. So we'll see. Opening lead. I mean, this is an unusual auction. Maybe Finn isn't convinced about what Burke's hand looks like.
Yeah, I think my guess would be that he has like he knows it's a trump lead auction, but he has some holding that makes him not want to lead a trump.
Yeah. So you were correct. You nailed it. 2, 3, 4, 4 shape comes down in the dummy.
And I bet Finn has like Queen Doubleton or Queen Third of clubs.
Right.
Looking at that dummy too for that tank and then lead something else.
Yeah. So Ace of Diamonds lead. I mean, that kind of sounds like Finn might have the Ace King of Diamonds as the Ace of Diamonds lead, but then switches to Hearts. Just
I mean, he also made this take out double as non-passed hand, so he rates to have the majority of the high cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think now Ace King of Diamonds is basically confirmed.
Yep. Not much the defense could do to prevent the heart loser from going away. Declare is always going to be able to set up the spades with 2 heart stoppers. I mean, unless that was a singleton heart. It could easily have been a singleton heart. So, okay, it was a singleton heart switch. Interesting. The Jack of Hearts back from Hinsey is fascinating. The play's out of our control, but I think I have a pretty good guess as to what the hands look like.
That this is going to go rough with an honor and then
and then another heart, right? Ooh.
I guess Finn had all the clubs.
Yeah, Finn had a big hand over there.
Or Hinsey did something dumb, but
yep.
I think it's more likely that Finn has the king queen of clubs.
Yeah, I agree. It's possible Hinsey had like queen doubleton and just like didn't think too hard and roughed low rather than with the queen there. But yes, I do suspect that Finn has both the club honors.
So this will be down 1 kind of no matter what's going on.
Yep. I wonder what Declare is thinking about. I mean, this is the 2nd or 3rd time now that I've been kibitzing Berkowitz, and okay, he did think for a second, and we do confirm Finn did have king, queen, 4th of clubs. Al. Advertising for the competition on BBO. Tisk.
Yeah, so I wonder if there will be then a Love Bridge view graph time delay.
I have information about this, but I'm not allowed to say. You will have to stay tuned. I guess I can tell you off stream, but
yeah.
But yes, I do know what's happening in terms of cover, or at least generally what's happening in terms of coverage.
All right, so last board of the set here. Another shockingly low-scoring affair, given that a lot of players in these, both these teams are awfully aggressive.
But yeah, I do know that there was a typo by A. Holland. Bride winners. They're trying to win some brides. Are there special prizes for this event? Yes, the very special prize of earning yourself a national championship, which is the same equivalent as winning the Spin Gold. You get the same national championship title and a star on BBO for winning both of these events. And I would say that, not trolling, both and a bride, yes, and a bride. Okay, I'm not going to finish my sentence. No, I couldn't say it with a straight face that these are the equivalent.
I believe the only one you get a special prize for is the Vanderbilt.
Wait, there's a special prize for the Vanderbilt?
There is. So Harold Vanderbilt, when he endowed the Vanderbilt, being immensely wealthy as a member of the Vanderbilt family, created a fund where the winners every year get a sterling silver replica of the Vanderbilt Cup itself for each player. So it's, there were always 2 differences between the Spin Gold and Vanderbilt. One was you needed 100 master points to enter the Spin Gold, and the other is that the Vanderbilt winners got this sterling silver desk trophy.
Well, that's exciting. So Mech has been quickly working his way towards maybe an overtrick in 4 hearts. I mean, probably not. But God, this has been the biggest disaster on defense for the opponents here. They make the opening club lead, which blows a trick in the suit, and then Mech guesses the heart suit, which I think he did in a pretty natural way, given the
the way you can pick up a 5-0 split.
Well, that and as well, like the fact that just Hinsey's club opening lead marks him with club length. So
yeah, it's normal to play the hearts that way, though.
Right. But then the nine of clubs comes back, and Hinsey, of course, afraid that Declare started with ace-9 doubleton, pops queen. But I don't think Jeff was planning on running that nine of clubs. I think he was planning on playing low to the jack. So Hinsey has now blown up the guess in the club suit. He's now played a spade back instead of a diamond, and this has given Declare an over trick. This really couldn't have gone worse. I would not be surprised if that goes down at the other table, but that wraps up play in this room. Let's hop over to the other room to, oh my god, not again. Why does this keep happening? Technology issues. Okay, it was Greco and Bramley that we were not currently watching. Are we good? We're good. On to board 13 in the other room. So we get a different perspective.
They have the same auction, with West just bidding Texas, so maybe that is just correct.
Wow.
You know, when two players that good both do it, I'm gonna believe them.
And they also got a diamond lead? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I do too, yeah. Like, I understand why spade looks a little scary, but I do not think that diamond lead is percentage. Like, particularly when your hand is that strong, partner just can't have much, you know. Like, if partner does have the king of diamonds, then you're probably not beating it because it's just his cards in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I understand it. If you're just like, I'm going to sit back, and if Declare just doesn't have enough tricks on their own, then maybe we can get 4 defensive tricks if we're lucky. Still...
Or is it match point lead where you just want to... You know, where you're just like giving up on going plus on this strong bidding by the opponent, and you just figure, you know, get out with this super safe thing and, you know, collect whatever you collect.
Right. Yeah. One of the things that I'm a little hesitant on with the diamond lead is that, like, when one of the players is showed a 6-card suit, like, we really need to be taking aces and kings in the other suits. And setting up slow tricks is not as effective. Like, even if partner has, say, king doubleton of diamonds or king third, and we catch West with the queen, West queen might be singleton.
Right, no, I 100% agree with that. I'm taking match points, like, that's not what you're looking for. You're just looking for not blowing into ace, jack, 10 of spades.
True. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree king of spades could go wrong.
Yeah, at IMSA, I hate the diamond lead at match points. I understand why you might find it attractive.
Yeah, okay. So this hand, we did see David Berkowitz kind of struggled in a 3-club contract. He was able to open in third seat. At this table, South was able to preempt 2 diamonds showing both majors. And that got his side to the 5-3 spade fit pretty quickly without East-West getting involved.
Yeah, it's a gadget that I haven't really seen before.
Yeah, same. I mean, I don't know if it's good. It's interesting.
And I've seen it from, like, Northern European, like, Scandinavian club-type players, but I don't think I've seen it in a classical precision system before.
Right.
Like, Ekrins, I think they call it, right?
Oh, I didn't even know that it had a name.
Yeah.
So, Declare going after heart roughs, I mean, makes a ton of sense. It's a little surprising to me that trumps haven't been played at all. Like, either at trick 1 or now. I mean, you gotta imagine. Like, maybe Greco's thinking, am I supposed to lead a low spade or the queen of spades?
Yeah, I think I think the question is in which suit to lead, but which of his three trumps to lead. I think the queen, when you have the queen jack nine, like nothing, no reason not to just lead a high one. But we've just seen he's you know quite a careful player, so we'll see. It's certainly disappointing to him to find out that Declare bought such a strong dummy opposite is two diamond preempt.
Oh, oh my God. North is Declare. I am.
Oh, that's right.
I am.
So, yes,
yeah. I was having issues, but I worked it out.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so that, he has to wonder, like, just how good the opponent's spade fit actually is.
Yeah, still a little interesting that Bramley didn't lead a trump. I mean, from King Doubleton, it of course looks scary, but again, you have to understand that these two suited bids, you just have to lead trump. So even if you blow a trick, you're gonna get it back from preventing them roughing their side suit.
Yeah, that's a pretty common theme in bridge that on trump lead auctions, you just lead a trump, and when you blow up a trick in the trump suit, um, it probably doesn't cost you anything in the overall hand.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Declare is gonna do his best to re-enter his hand somehow. Can squash the Ten of Hearts to make. I mean, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Looks like East-West have two spades coming and the Ace of Clubs. And I guess the Ace of Hearts if they're able to pull another round of trumps. It's certainly the case that Declare can't quickly return to his own hand. Like King of Diamonds, Diamond Rough gets over-roughed, and then a second round of spades will be played. But that's probably what he's going to try, and it looks like that's the direction we're headed.
Yeah, so. And can he still make it by squashing the heart? I guess he can, right? It'll take
Yep.
4 more tricks from here, so that's good enough.
Yeah, but he is going to have to guess it, and I think he goes down multiple if he guesses wrong, because he might be getting tapped too many times, and I guess that's not true.
Yeah, because the opponents don't have a tap suit anyway, right? They can, what are they going to, like, Greco's going to be on lead with, well, so, Trump Bramley's on lead, he plays a diamond, let's say Declare guesses wrong and leads a low heart, like, now Bramley's in club tight.
Yeah, okay, so club to the ace, and then Bramley is going to kind of have a decision to make. It's not, in fact, true that Declare makes it if Bramley just plays back a diamond now. West will over-rough and then exit a club. And Declare still has to guess the hearts. I think. Did I do that right? I think so.
Yeah, well, I think he's gonna play. Is he gonna play a diamond to try to, score the trumps separately?
Oh no, a diamond back now is really bad for the defense, right? Because it sets up the 6 of diamonds in dummy. I thought that it wouldn't matter because Declare would still be left, like a club pitch doesn't help him. He gets rid of the 5th heart from his hand, but that's not the problem card.
Was there any defense to beat it at this point? It doesn't look like it to me.
Yeah, King of Spades and then diamond.
Oh, King of Spades, and then a heart. Yeah, so there's no sure defense to beat it.
No. Yeah. There's no way to guarantee the contract goes down,
Right.
but we can at least give declare a guess in the heart suit. So Bramley's probably working all of this out. I mean, he probably sees this idea of, sure, I can play the 10 of diamonds and partner will score their jack of spades, but then he's going to kind of quickly realize that partner gets a little bit end played in that position. So just working through the possibilities. And I think a club back leads to the same scenario, right? Declare just pitches a club, wins the king, roughs a diamond, and once again, West is a little bit stuck on this trick.
Mhm. Yeah, well now Declare will get his heart rough.
Right, yeah. It's all coming down to cash the spade king and then give Declare the heart guess by exiting the diamond to him. I suspect Bramley sees that. He might be asking questions right now is what's going on, because this is a fairly unusual convention. He might want to specifically know, does South promise 5-5 in the majors? Can he ever have 5-4? That sort of thing.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that.
I mean, it's definitely true that if we think South could only have a 4-card spade suit, that playing a diamond right now is a lot more attractive.
Yeah, certainly in the kind of, classical Scandinavian form of this convention, like 4-4 in the majors is possible.
Right.
Yeah, I would think that 5-4 is definitely possible.
Yeah, so ATN says in Europe it's pretty fashionable to play 4-4 is
Yeah, that's
playable,
what I said.
and apparently in New Zealand as well.
Yeah.
Then again, there might be some sort of context clues from the way Declare has played the hand that can indicate, okay, he does play the diamond, and this is not going to work out for his side. I mean, if there was a way for East to get back in on this trick and play the king of spades next, then
Right.
we would have a chance. Wait, that wouldn't even be good enough because then East would be unplayed. Oh, it's just the end of the world in both cases. So 2 spades been made. This means that, who is it? Wolfson is going to earn a small swing on this board. Couple of imps going their way. Wait, is it really 160? Did I do this wrong?
I'm not sure.
No. We did 2
Bruce Wolfson,
imps.
so
Okay. You're bad.
uh,
It's
one going into
Yeah, it's hard for me to actually process. I wasn't sure because especially since we were sitting with West's hand kibitzing in the other room. Okay, last word is said, and this has the potential for a pretty big swing, although maybe it will end up being flat. We get a diamond opener by South, precision style.
already making things tougher for East West.
Yeah, spade by North. So North-South have already got involved in this auction, which did not happen in the other room. Yeah, so East does stick in a 2-heart overcall. That looks like the most reasonable thing to do from me. I mean, I hate overcalling 5-card suits, but sometimes you can't afford to miss a game if it's your side's deal.
Yeah, I mean, especially against a very aggressive pair like North-South, and particularly the South player.
Right.
And you just absolutely with a hand as good as East you know, got to take your life in your hands and make a bid like that.
Yeah, now what we might see here from East is East make some sort of game try, like three clubs.
Yeah.
And that will direct South to not lead a club um, at trick one against a heart contract. At least I would think so. Now, with that said, there's no guarantee South will find a diamond lead instead of his partner's spade suit. But yeah, there is the three club bid, so this is gonna cause a bit of a split, at least in terms of the opening lead. I expect West to bid the game with two aces and Jack fourth of clubs, and he does. Okay.
So what do you lead as South now? Do you lead the King of Diamonds? Probably, right?
I mean, look,
Or just the spade?
yeah, I would probably lead a spade. I'm just, I don't know. To some extent, I kind of just want to make a passive lead. I don't think I want to make a trump lead, but I want to make some sort of passive lead in either diamonds or spade. Okay. To some extent, he agrees with me. He's going super passive, right? We're sitting on this king, queen, 10 of clubs behind the club better.
Yeah, and I guess also knowing like that the clubs are well placed and that West accepted a game try with nothing in clubs. There's some inference that West shortened clubs to a bit this way. Like it turned out, it was Jack fourth. But when all the high clubs are accounted for and West has none of them, club roughs and dummy are a real risk.
Yeah, so ATN says that the seven of spades can actually become a trick. That's true. It's not so obvious how to play the hand, though. We don't really have entries to West.
Yeah, I think dummy being entryless is gonna cause some problems. And obviously double dummy, you can, eventually plan to lead a low club out of your hand, although West South will always have diamond exits.
Well, double dummy, we can just win the heart and run the spade queen. And now we have three spade tricks. But I don't know if that is how we're going to play the hand. It's a little attractive to run the spade queen just because South is more likely to have the king. So we could plan a line of play like queen of spades, cover, ace, heart back to our hand, low spade. And when South doesn't put up the jack, we run the eight or something. So, this is the line of play that looks somewhat appealing to me at least, but it's going to work out for a different reason than you might expect. But we're not home yet.
Well, I think North is definitely going to shift to a club now, right?
Yep, I agree. But Declare still has options, right? Declare could play a spade to the ace and rough a spade. Declare could... Yeah, I'm not really sure what all of the options are.
Now he's got 3 entries to dummy, so... ace of spades and ace eight of hearts.
Well, now spending some time...
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not on the table already.
Yeah, just flip the ace and king of clubs, and obviously a club switch just beats the contract immediately off the top, so feels pretty natural to switch to the stiff club.
It doesn't quite beat it yet, right? You've only taken 1 trick, and that's 2 more.
But you get a club rough.
Oh, sorry, I was give partner ace queen fourth of clubs, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why it feels a little natural to me. It's possible that a diamond switch has. I mean, a diamond switch definitely has some merit, right? As North, you know those spades are good to pitch all of Declare's diamond losers, and you know that Declare pitching clubs isn't really like going to help him that much. He still has a long club suit, but I don't know. It still looks pretty natural to switch to clubs. How does Declare do on the club switch?
I mean, maybe he's thinking about playing a diamond through and then hoping the partner has ace, queen of diamonds, ace of clubs, but then you can still get a club rough and, follow his carding to do it after you're back in.
Right, yeah, no, the layout that I was kind of thinking of was when partner has the king of clubs and you need to take quick diamond tricks, like king of clubs, ace, queen of diamonds. You do need to switch to diamonds here to beat it.
Right.
But
collect those now before they go away on spades and get the king of clubs eventually.
yeah, it just still feels like that's far less likely than just the ace, queen of clubs in partner's hand. Okay, so long thought. Eventually, we do get the five of clubs switch. It looks pretty natural to me to duck this trick, but I mean, winning the. I also just don't really understand why I'm ducking it. So we win the club ace. Now what?
Yeah, so now we have to. And do you play one more trump first before you continue working on spades, or do you go continue spades immediately?
Good question. It would be nice to know the club position before we had to make that choice, because we don't know if we needed to collect just one extra spade trick or two.
Yeah, so this is a little weird that he having one that finessed the 10 that you didn't play a trump.
Yeah, I agree.
Or like, what's the hurry to cash these spades before doing this?
The clock's running out and he's under time pressure. I'm not sure, but yes, now he can just claim.
Yeah, let's hope he remembers that 7 of spades is good.
He's done well. He's unblocked the heart suit, and even if not, he can just lead clubs up towards the jack twice, which is one way to make the hand.
All right, so one imp to the Wolfson team to exactly tie the match going into the last
this is kind of
ridiculous. Sorry, I'm gonna miss it.
Things are tied. Okay, well, we're gonna have an exciting fourth quarter. I think we will stick with this match, but